Di hari terakhir World Economic Forum, pemimpin negara, pengusaha, dan akademisi dari komunitas Asean berkumpul untuk membahas mengenai peranan Asean di dunia.
Pertemuan membahas berbagai permasalahan ekonomi ASEAN mendatang. Pakar Ekonomi Universitas Indonesia, Maria Elka Pangestu, menyatakan meski terjadi kekhawatiran mengenai proteksionisme ASEAN, optimistis masyarakat ekonomi ASEAN atau MEA sedang berjalan dengan didukung kerjasama perdagangan bebas dalam Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership atau RCEP. Walaupun banyak kritik bahwa perkembangannya sangat lambat, tetapi mari berkeyakinan bahwa masyarakat ekonomi ASEAN adalah satu-satunya komunitas yang masih berjalan. Mari optimistis bahwa ASEAN terus akan membuka dirinya untuk perdagangan bebas dan globalisasi.
Thought leaders in the world on strategic.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. I think in the whole of the last few days that we've been in Davos, there's been a lot of doom and gloom, fear of protectionism, fear that the world trading system is looking inward, and things like that. So I think we should be grateful that in ASEAN we are relatively optimistic that there is progress going on. I say that this is maybe the only game in town at the moment. ASEAN economic community progressing, as well as the widening of ASEAN with the RCEP. So having 6 more countries join the free trade agreement. And you know, it's kind of ironical because a lot of times there's a lot of criticism about how slow ASEAN is progressing or how slow RCEP is progressing. But in today's context, actually, we are the only one progressing. So so there's room for optimism that actually in the ASEAN way, where there is a lot of consultation, consensus, it's slow, but it hasn't led to us kind of going in different directions. We're still united. And we're still pushing forward. And in the history of ASEAN, normally what happens is that, you know, we're slow, we have long deadline, but then something happens, a crisis or an event perpetuates you to go faster. It's happened a few times. When we first created AEC, the deadline was 2020 because everybody's so cautious and careful. But then it was accelerated to 2015, right? So, you know, while we look like we're going slow, at the right point, I'm still optimistic that, you know, we will be continuing to be opening up. And I think the leaders here will agree that in general, ASEAN is still about openness because that has been the stalwart of our development. And it's different from what's happening in US or Europe, where there's a backlash against globalization.
Ya, setelah berlangsung